I recently read the book, The 5-Second Rule, by author Mel Robbins. When your alarm went off this morning, did you immediately get up, or did you hit the snooze button? Several years ago, author Mel Robbins had a chronic habit of hitting the snooze button. See, Robbins had a drinking problem. She was out of shape, unemployed, and her husband's restaurant was failing. She felt like she had no reason to get up in the morning, so she didn't. She habitually hit the snooze button to avoid facing her problems. Then, one morning, she did something strange. When her alarm went off, she thought back to the previous night when she saw a NASA space shuttle lifting off and decided to silently count to herself, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After 1, she launched herself out of bed. Later that morning, Robbins hesitated to put on her shoes and go for a run. So again, she silently counted to herself, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the next moment, she was putting on her running shoes. That afternoon, when she thought of updating her resume but felt like putting it off, she silently counted to herself, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the next moment, she had her laptop open and started updating her resume. After months of 5-second countdowns, she found a way to get hired by CNN as a TV commentator. Gradually, her and her husband found a way to get out of debt and save the restaurant business. And gradually, she found a way to write a book. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this is ridiculous. How can a 5-second countdown possibly change someone's life? I thought the same thing, and so did Mel Robbins. But however ridiculous it seems, it works. And it works for a good reason. In the book, The Power of Habit, author Charles Duhigg reveals how your habits determine your destiny. To change your destiny, you need to understand the 3 parts of every habit. Part 1, the cue, Part 2, the routine, and Part 3, the reward. Here's a habit loop you're probably familiar with. You're sitting on your couch and your phone makes a sound. That's the cue. You pick up your phone and you see a text message from a friend in the form of a question. You open the text, type in your response, and send your text back. That's the routine. Then you get a message back that says, "Thank you for your help," which makes you feel good about what you just did. That's the reward. Since the reward gave you a pleasurable feeling, you're more likely to respond to that person in the future and maintain that habit loop. So what does this have to do with the 5-second countdown? The 5-second countdown allows you to rapidly build positive habits, since the 5-second countdown has a very clear cue and a very fast reward. Your brain knows that when you count down from a number, something has to happen after 1. It's the universal cue to act. And when you take a deliberate action, you immediately feel in control, which is a very pleasurable feeling. In the book, Mel Robbins says, "There's an important concept in psychology put forth by Julian Rotter in 1954. It's called locus of control. The more you believe that you are in control of your life, your actions, and your future, the happier and more successful you'll be. Counting down, taking a small action, and feeling in control becomes the ultimate habit replacement tool. Because, as stated in The Power of Habit, the golden rule of habit change is that if you want to extinguish a bad habit, you have to replace it with another habit." When author Mel Robbins noticed herself opening a bottle of brandy at night, she interrupted and replaced that habit by silently counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then putting the bottle back in the cupboard out of sight. When Robbins was making excuses for not exercising, she replaced her excuse habit by silently counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then putting on her running shoes. With this 5-second habit replacement tool, you have an opportunity to stop hesitating and start achieving your goals. The key is to start counting down whenever you hear a little voice inside of you that says, "I should do this, but it feels uncomfortable." This inner voice is your inner wisdom. In the book, Robbins explains, when you set a goal, your brain opens up a task list. Whenever you are near things that can help you achieve those goals, your brain fires up your instincts to signal to get that goal completed. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have a goal to get healthier. If you walk into a living room, nothing happens. If you walk past a gym, however, your prefrontal cortex, that region in front of your brain, lights up because you are near something related to getting healthier. As you pass the gym, You feel like you should exercise. That's an instinct reminding you of your goal. That's your inner wisdom. And it's important to pay attention to it, no matter how small or silly that instinct may be. Here are a few ways you can immediately start acting on your inner wisdom. When you're lying in bed in the morning and you know you should get up and work on that business idea, act on your inner wisdom and start counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get out of bed and walk to your desk. When you're in the office and you have a feeling that you should stop checking email and start writing that proposal or presentation, act on your inner wisdom and start counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close the email application and start writing. At night, when you're about to watch a new episode on Netflix and you get the feeling that you should turn off the TV so you can get a good night's sleep, listen to that inner wisdom. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get your butt in bed. Throughout the day, when I hear my inner wisdom speak up, I imagine myself getting in the starting block for a 100-meter dash, hearing the countdown, and then sprinting forward as the gun goes off. My little sprints throughout the day allow me to feel in control and more confident. That was the core message that I gathered from the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. There are a number of inspiring stories in this book to help you be more courageous and take more action. I highly recommend it. If you would like a 1-page PDF summary of insights that I gathered from this book, just click the link below and I'd be happy to email it to you. If you already subscribe to the free Productivity Game email newsletter, this PDF is sitting in your inbox. If you like this video, please share it. And as always, thanks for watching and have yourself a productive week.